Good morning. Today we've got Ann Skipsey with us, and she's a candidate for councillor in the by-election here in Qualicum Beach. And she's going to answer a few questions I might have as a resident of Qualicum Beach. And we'll get to know her a little better. I'm sure she is. And you can see her here on the screen. She's anxiously awaiting here. I've got a few questions, and I guess the first one, I watch politics a little bit. I'm not super into it. And by the way, I'm apolitical. How would you describe the largest challenge for you when you become councillor?
Well, I think one of the largest challenges will be, really focusing on the fact that the decisions that council is making today is going to shape what Qualicum Beach is going to be in the future. And so I think when we're making decisions, we have to be really aware of that and conscious that these are, big decisions. Over the last 50 years or so, we've had our plan and our vision. And up until now, there's been some long-term leadership in the town and a commitment to the vision and the plan. And I think right now we're really being challenged as to whether or not we want to stick with that, whether we want to maintain our small town character, or whether we go in a different direction. So I will definitely have that in mind when I'm making decisions
It's
at
the
the
top of the
council
pile
table.
for you. And the other thing, can you sort of expand for me and others some of your skills and strengths,
Sure.
abilities to serve as councillor? I think it's a tough job. Any management job, it requires a lot of skills. Can you share some of those with us? And by the way, we did this a few years ago when you ran before. So you're one of the one other candidate I've met before, but the others I haven't. So, but I just wonder what your skills, abilities, strengths that you see that are going to serve you well as a councillor.
Sure. So I'm rooted in this community. I grew up here in Qualicum Beach, and with the exception of the time that I spent away finishing my education, I earned a degree in business administration from Simon Fraser University. And then I had a career mostly in local government, working for the city of Burnaby for 15 years. So during that time, I really got expertise and knowledge and insight into the inner workings of local government. So I think that is that kind of experience will serve me well in this position. I also have served as a councillor from 2014 to 2018. And so I know the job, I know the insides. Since that time, or actually since I moved back to Qualicum Beach, I've been very involved in the community through volunteering, working with community, and I've held positions on a number of boards, volunteer boards and whatnot. I have stepped away from those commitments for the duration of the campaign. When I handed in my nomination papers, I also handed in a statement that I would be taking a leave from those commitments. But I really enjoy working with community. I'm out there involved, so talking to people, and I think that community involvement and my prior experience in local government, and also the experience as a councillor, will serve me well. The other thing that I would like to point out is that this is not a regular election, a general election. This is a by-election, so that there's only 17 months left in this council term. And so I really believe that the person that is elected needs to be able to hit the ground running, right? There's not that luxury of getting up to speed.
Yeah, you'd be up to speed fairly quick in that case.
Yes.
Now a little off of the politics. I always like to catch people when I'm talking to politicians. Sometimes come to the door, and I often wonder, outside of politics, what do you see as big challenges for yourself? What from the non-political aspect?
Well, I enjoy my life here in Qualicum Beach. My family's involved in supporting 3 seniors so that they are able to live in their own homes. And I think that through this pandemic, that's really been important. I had no idea how important that was until the last year. And I am concerned about our environment and also our community. I want to see our businesses thriving. I think over this last year, there's been some challenges. I always shop locally. That's one of the things I'm totally committed to, is shopping locally first. So, I think that's one way
Do
that we
you
can
ever
help.
go to Costco?
I don't have a Costco membership. No, I don't. I
Oh,
really
okay.
think that, local is the way to go. And with the exception of some of the clothes for my growing teenage son, I am pretty much able to find everything I need in town. And I think we live in such a beautiful place,
Oh,
and getting out every day for a walk in nature and just to enjoy the community is really important.
we all have, I share that with you, Anne, and my wife and I, we've been here 19 years and we just love this place. It's a blessing to be here. There's so many good things that happen in this area, and we look forward to many more. But I guess we've got here probably about 7 or 8 minutes left. And I'm going to throw it open to you to take over whatever things, what's top of mind for you, and what you think some of the candidates, like myself, might be interested in knowing about you, knowing about the community. But I'm going to leave it up to you. The agenda is now yours. I'm not going to ask any more questions.
Oh,
And
wow.
then I might have a question when you're chatting. And if we end before the 10 minutes is up, we'll conclude the chat. And but throwing the floor, well, there's not really the floor, the Zoom, the screen, up to you, Anne. You're in charge.
Okay. Well, I guess through this campaign so far, there's been a number of questions. People have been reaching out to me, and I've been trying to get back to people as quickly as I can. But one of the things that's come up is some of the misinformation, I think, that's out there around St. Andrew's Lodge and what's happening with the lodge. So maybe I'll take this opportunity to address some of those.
Oh, that's fine.
So I just want to clarify that a society has been formed to look after the lodge, and that there is a full and extremely capable board of directors in place, and that the board has a vision and a mission, and also has submitted an application to the town to be placed for the lodge to be placed on the Community Heritage Registry. And so that application included a statement of significance as to why St. Andrews, why it's important to preserve this, the lodge itself. And also the society drafted a lease and submitted it to the town. And so currently that lease is sitting with the town. Now, there are a lot of people that are waiting in the wings, ready to make donations. I've had lots of people reach out to me and say, let us know. And also volunteers are just itching to roll up their sleeves and get in there and help, both inside and out. So it really is, we're just waiting for the town to give the go ahead to sign the lease, and then you would see things happening down there at St. Andrews. So I thought it would be worth clarifying that. And some people are questioning perhaps the value of the lodge, and I just like to point out that there are other heritage buildings in this town that help add to the flavor and character of Qualicum Beach and celebrate our cultural history. And I think Tosh is a shining example of a vibrant arts community. People come to town and are dazzled by our art center, and it's a beehive of activity with all of the music and arts and everything that's going on. The other one I would point out is our museum. I think that the museum has, plays a really important role in the town, and just keeping track of where we've come from. And the third one I just point out is the Lee House. I mean, that is an older building that the town decided to preserve. And, it's even got the attention of the film industry as it transforms now, bringing economic opportunities to our community. So I really think that, I think preserving the lodge is an opportunity for community to really come together and to work together and to show what can happen when we have a shared vision and when we value our cultural history. So,
Well, Anne, we're into the 10-minute marks.
okay.
So before we go, I wanted to thank you for doing this and really appreciate your time. I think that hopefully some more people will get to see and feel what I have from chatting with you, and make a quality decision when they vote. Voting is important. I want like the people to vote. But thank you very much, Anne. Appreciate your time.
Thank you for the opportunity, Court, and it's great to see you again.